the subject EVS, what we have learned in previous class? In previous class, we might have learned our third chapter in EVS, that is, the chapter name is Physical Fitness and Exercise. So in this chapter, we have learned what are the good habits we should follow in our daily life, and also we have learned that exercise, we must do exercise every day, because if we do exercise, we feel fresh and we feel very relaxed ourselves. Okay. Yes. And also we have learned that we should take rest. Okay. So all this we have learned in previous class, but in today's class we shall learn our next chapter in EVS, that is fourth chapter. The chapter name is We Need Water. Okay. We need the fourth chapter in the subject EVS, that is we need water. So children, as we all know that water is very important in our daily life, right? And we use water for different purpose also, and also we cannot do without water. So water is very sufficient. Okay. So let us learn what is there in this chapter. We need water. We know that water is important for us. We use water for different activities in our daily life. As I told you, water is very important to us. We cannot survive without water. Okay. So here we use water for different purposes and for different activities in our daily life. So for which are the different purpose we use water means we use water for cooking, bathing, okay, and drinking, washing clothes, cleaning utensils, putting out the fire. You can see here in the textbook page number 158. We need water. He has given. We use water for different purposes. That is, we use water for drinking, okay, and we use water for cooking. And also we use water for bathing and also for washing clothes. We need water for washing clothes, and also we need water. We use water for cleaning utensils, and also we use water for putting out the fire. Okay, students? Yes. So for all this purpose we need water. We use water for different purposes. Next. All living things need water. Rain is the main source of water on the earth. When it rains, the rainwater fills up the rivers, lakes, ponds and streams. Okay. So students, here all living things need water. All human beings, they need water. So without water, we cannot live. So here, which is the main source of water means rain. Rain is the main sources of water on the earth. So when it rains, the rainwater fills up the rivers, lakes, ponds and streams. So when it rains. Okay. So the rainwater, what happens? The rainwater fills up the rivers, lakes, ponds and streams. Okay. And also plants and animals need water. So students, here he has given in the picture. So they need plants and animals. They also need water. They also cannot live without water. Okay, students. Next, the upper parts of the mountains are covered with snow during summer. The snow on the mountains melts and changes into water. So students, what happened? The upper parts of the mountains. So do you know mountains? So these are the mountains. Students, look at the board. These are the mountains. These are the mountains. MOUNTAIN. These are the mountains. You can refer in the textbook page number 159. Here there is a mountains. This one, chocolatey color. These are all mountains. So what happens? The upper part of the mountains. This parts, the upper part. Suppose you think this is the upper part. Suppose this upper part of the mountains will cover with snow. This upper parts of the mountains will cover with snow, and during summer, the snow on the mountains melts and changes into water. And what happens? This snow, in the summer season, this snow melts into the form of water. Okay, are you understanding, students? Suppose you think these are the mountains. You have seen mountains anywhere? I think, sorry students, I was hearing that. I think you all students, you have seen mountains. So these are the mountains. So these mountains, what happens? The upper part, this is the upper part, and these are the lower parts. The upper parts of the mountains will cover with snow. And during summer season, what happens? This snow will, suppose you think these are the snows. So this snow, during summer season, this snow melts into the form of water. Okay, and melts and changes into water. When the snow melts, it changes into water, right? Yes. So this water comes down in the form of streams and rivers. Yes. So students, when this snow melts and changes into water, and this water comes down into the form of rivers and lakes. So these are the snow, and this snow melts into and changes into water, and this water comes down in the form of streams and rivers. You can see here. So this is the snow. These are the mountains. So in the upper part of the mountains there was a snow. So this snow that melts during summer season, this snow melts and it changes into water, and this water comes down in the form of streams and rivers. You can see here there is a lake, streams and rivers. This water is called as snow. This snow changes into water, and this water is came in the form of rivers, lakes, streams. Okay, next? Yes. Next. Some water goes under the soil. This gets collected as underground water. So students, what happens when this water comes down? Okay. When this water comes down in the form of streams, rivers and lakes, right? So some water goes under the soil. Okay, when this water comes down in the form of stream, rivers and lakes, some water goes into the soil and this collected as underground water. The water which goes into the soil, that water is known as underground water. Okay. We dig wells and tube wells to get this water. So if we want underground water, means we dig wells, tube wells and hand pump. You can see here. These are the wells, tube wells and hand pump. These are with the help of these instruments we can dig underground water. Students, we dig wells and tube wells to get this water. We also use hand pumps to draw underground water. So children, as I told you, wells, tube wells and hand pumps. These are the three instruments. With the help of these instruments, we can get underground water. Okay. Next, turn the page. Next, he has given cleaning water. Next, he has given cleaning water. Cleaning water means, so in this what happens? It says we have to drink clean water because, wait, I say cleaning water. Let us learn what is about cleaning water. In the monsoon, tap water sometimes becomes dirty. This dirty water is unfit to drink and can make us sick. Yes, so students, what happens in the monsoon season? All the taps of water will become dirty. Okay, so this dirty water is unfit to drink. So we cannot drink the dirty water. So what happens if we drink the dirty water? We will become sick. So we should always drink clean water. So there are many ways to clean water and kill germs that are present in it. So students, always we have to drink a clean water. So which is the clean water means there are many ways to clean water and kill germs that are present in it. So we have to drink water clean. Which is the clean water means we can clean water by boiling, okay, or we can clean water by water filters, use of water filters, and we can clean water by electrical water purifiers. With the help of these three instruments, we can make our water clean. If we boil the water, all the germs present in the water will kill. Okay, then we can drink that water. Okay, students? Yes. So always we have to drink a clean water by boiling, or else by using electrical water purifiers, or else water filters. With the help of these instruments, we can drink a clean water. Saving water. When it rains, drums, buckets and tanks can be filled with rain water. So this water can be used for bathing, washing, cleaning and watering plants. Yes. So students, next is about saving water. Saving water. So in this what happens? Saving water means the name itself says we have to save water. Okay, when it rains, we can save water by filling the buckets, drums. Okay, so here what we are saying, when it rains, drums, buckets and tanks can be filled with rain water. So if you want to save water when it rains, we can fill the water in the drums, tanks, rivers and also in the buckets. Okay. This water can be used for bathing, washing, cleaning and watering plants. So if we save that water will be very useful to us. So how it is useful means that rain water is useful for bathing, okay, washing clothes and cleaning. We must not waste water. We must take only that much of water in a glass that I needed. So students, we have to take a sufficient water. We should not waste more water. Okay. Yes. So water is very useful. We must not waste it. Save water. So students, here water is very useful for us. So we should not waste water. Okay. We should always save water. Okay. Yes. Yes, this is about the we need water chapter. Okay. Write some of the difficult words on the board of the related chapter. We need water, which is water, clean, save, wash, drain, light, drain. look at the board. I have written some of the difficult words. Okay, so that is water. So what is the spelling of water means? W-A-T-E-R, water. Okay, W-A-T-E-R, water. Clean, C-L-E-A-N, clean. Save, S-A-V-E, save. Cook, C-O-O-K, cook. Bath, B-A-T-H, bath. Okay, wash, W-A-S-H, wash. So for these three words, if we add ing, then it becomes cooking. And for bath, if we add ing, it becomes bathing. And for washing, wash, if we add ing, ing, then it becomes washing. Cooking, bathing, washing. So I have written only cook, bath and wash. Next we have written drink, D-R-I-N-K, drink. And if we add ing here, then it becomes drinking. Next is life, L-I-F-E, life. Rain, R-A-I-N, rain. Okay, students, these are some of the difficult words. So what you have to do, I will give you today's homework. Written homework here, HW homework, learn and write homework given on the board 5 times. That means on the board I have written difficult words, right? So these words you have to practice 5 times. Each word you have to practice 5 times and you have to send the homework. Okay students, I hope you have understood this chapter. We need water. Okay.